Happy Sunday. It is lovely to be here today. Good to see you. Welcome to Danus Celtic World. I'm Kate. We had a good holiday yesterday. We were out of town, out and about, just getting back this morning. So good to see all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Well, we have a jam-packed week. I just got out of the pool and I needed to cool off before this reading. It is very hot inside, even with the air on. I'm sure all of you can understand that, or you may be getting storms. A lot of you are getting terrible storms. I apologize for that. I hope things get better. Okay, let's start off with Mars sextile Neptune, which is great. This is all about being beautifully connected and spiritually, connected with your communication, with going forward fast, because Mars rules Aries. And we'll get to that in about a minute here. Spiritual dreams may occur, let the magic happen in your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, write in your journal. That's another thing. We also have Neptune retrograde in Aries until the end of 2026. This is a big one. We also still have Jupiter in Leo until July 2027. Yes. So this is a tremendous, move forward, things to come, abundance. We're still having Mercury retrograde till July 23rd, not including the shadow period. We have a shadow period before and after retrogrades. We always do, with Mercury ruling the third house, so travel, communication, technology. I've been saying this for the past 2 weeks. Watch your technology. Take care of your car. Take care of your home. Make sure your fluids are in your car. Make sure that you are taking care of anything that needs to be fixed in a car. Your animals, communication with friends, family, partners, married couples, your relatives. Make sure you're keeping communication open. And with this retrograde, it is in Cancer. Cancer is home and family, rules the fourth house of the 12 houses. It's a retrograde in Cancer, again, until July 23rd, not including the shadow period, which is about a week or so afterwards. So if I'm looking at my calendar, and that's basically to the end of the month, almost to the very end of the month. And with that said, we're going to have, Cancer is a sign of the house, the home, the family, the friends, our pets, how we take care of family. By the way, I just got a couple minutes ago, 333. For minutes, the timer's on. Angel numbers. Yesterday I had 1111. This morning I had 1010. Thank you for watching over us. Cancer also is about those family memories, memories you build with friends, your partners, your loved ones. It also has a lot to do with, hold on. It also has a lot to do with making sure that you're building memories with your loved ones and you're molded into a way. When you're making these memories, I want you to think about what it means to have love from these relatives, from these families. Watching and being careful about mishaps, the memories of the ones that that molded us and taught us how to love. And that's something so important. Something so important because Cancer has to do with the family. So all of that love that we've learned, of the mold that they've given us, the ways that they've loved and loved us are building in our systems. Are they really how we want to love? Is that really how we want to love? This means that, this week with this Mercury and the next couple of weeks, it's going to be in three different steps because we have 3 weeks left. Okay. And the 3 steps are simple, very, very simple. What there's going to be is that the love that we learned is going to help us learn a few lessons the next couple of weeks. It's about watching or being careful with our families for the next 3 weeks. Mercury retrograde in Cancer is about, also returning the things that the loved ones took from us, from not showing the kind of love that they should have shown us, and that we're getting that love back with Cancer coming into the mix under the 4th house of home and family. You may hear from, some of you may hear from a family member that you haven't talked to in a long time, a friend, a family member, coming back to say, hi, how are you? I haven't talked to you in a while. Can we talk? Do you have time to talk? There might be signs, a text message, a phone call, an email, those kind of things, because retrograde it's what was done comes back to us threefold, 3 times 3, the law of 3. What we do unto others comes back 3 times 3. That's why I say 3 weeks, 3 different scenarios, and each one might be applicable to all of you, the collective here that's here today, or you may only have one experience depending on how you learn love from your family, siblings, aunts, uncles, the people that you're married to. That would be family later on in life, in the latter part of your life. So I really wouldn't use that. I wouldn't really make that applicable. And 2, okay, so when we may hear things come back to us, to each of us, from a family member, thanking us, wanting to hear from us, wanting to talk to us, wanting to make amends, wanting to talk about things that were unresolved, that they want to resolve, and just both of you or many of you have a kumbaya dinner, and we just get it off our chest and say, okay, we're family. We need to fix this. We need to make this right. That's scenario 1 that's coming back with the Mercury retrograde in Cancer, 4th house. 2, that I've been looking at with the stars, and we got a superstar coming up here this week as well. We'll get to that, but this number 2 is applicable to this. A version of yourself, okay, that you thought you left behind, that you got rid of, that you're like, oh, I'm not doing this shit again. I'm not going through this shit again, right? I'm not going through this. This is nonsense. I had enough. It's gone. Cutting it out of my life. Cut it. Gone. Whether it's a person, a place, a thing. Mainly, this pertains to each personality within yourself, within your moon sign. You might want to take a look at what your moon sign is. If not, and you don't know, please go to Cafe Astrology or Astroline Astrology and go take a look where it says moon sign. Okay? Because this is going to pertain to your moon sign. Your moon sign is how you are personally, intrinsically with yourself when you're in your private, when you're at home, when nobody sees you, or how you behave, your behaviorisms independently on your own, or independently on your own at home with your family. A version of yourself that may have been cut out, or you cut out and you just said, I had enough of this. I'm done with this. I'm leaving this behind. An example would be maybe you used to be a prankster or a joker, and something happened and somebody got hurt, and you're like, this can never happen again. I've got to leave this behind. And you may have been somebody who blurted out stuff You know, you never engage brain before mouth. So instead of thinking about what you're going to say, you may have said several things. I have a lot of people I know that's like that, and I really hate that because, you know, again, 10-10, I just got 10-10 on the timer. When people are saying things without thinking, without realizing that they're hurting other people's feelings, how they're considering how they hurt others or how the things that they say and do hurt others, maybe you cut that out of your life and you said, no, I'm not going to be the funny person anymore. I'm not going to be the prankster anymore. Or another one might be somebody that, you know, used to like to dance around the house. And a couple of people maybe made some comments about it, which would be really kind of silly, because I think that's cool. Sometimes I clean the house and I listen to music, and it makes it easier to kind of dance around and clean the house, right? It makes it simple instead of feeling like you're doing something you just absolutely would rather push to the side for a few more hours. Maybe you're bringing that back. You're like, oh, you know what? That's good exercise. I didn't go to the gym today. I'm going to start doing that again. I'm going to start dusting and vacuuming and sweeping and mopping to music so I can kind of get in the groove, kind of like aerobics or whatever. Maybe you're bringing back that again. But what's going to happen, the thing that you cut out that you really dislike the most about you is going to come back around to you for you to revisit, to you, for each of you to reassess, regardless of what that may be in your own personal life. That I do not know with everybody. Some of you I do know. You might be bringing some things of those personality traits back without apology because it made you feel like you could not be yourself. You couldn't be your authentic self without, you know, cutting a piece of your personality out. Almost like, you know, people said some rude comments to you and you stopped exhibiting those behaviors, and then all of a sudden you stop doing it. And you're like, this is not right. Now you're reassessing this with this retrograde Cancer, family matters, house matters, you know, relationships, partnerships, you know, siblings. Why should I have to cut out being who I am? I don't tell you not to be who you are. That's what's coming around, you know. I'm screaming, yelling at you because you look this way, or you said this, or you act that way, or you don't, you know, you smell, whatever the case may be. I'm making a funny there, but you know, no one should be feeling guilty. What's going to happen is that may come around, or maybe, you know, the better scenario is somebody you haven't seen in a long time, which would be the first issue I brought up, might call you and say, hey, I haven't seen you in 20 years, or I haven't seen you in 10 years, since high school and or college. And they come back around and they're like, wow, you have changed so much. So much of your personality is even who you used to be. And you think about that and reassess that, and you might bring something back. They may say to you, oh, I loved when you were, you know, when you kind of were a comedian because you always made everybody laugh. You're always so bubbly, and now you're just super serious. What happened to the fun-loving guy? What happened to that fun-loving girl that liked to put a smile on everybody's face? What happened to that person? Things like that with this retrograde. Also, with the retrograde, with the person coming back, retrograde, to people acknowledging that you don't behave in a manner you used to, and you reassess, and you may bring back those one or two of those personality traits back into your ethos, your mode of operation. The other thing that's coming up here with the way the planets are aligned are you may have unfinished business. And unfinished business is going to be coming back to you through communication, through travel, through technology, texting, calling, your phone, writing, running into somebody face to face. Unfinished business, unfinished communications. An apology might be overdue, and somebody might run onto you and say, "Hey, man, I was a real jerk. I was a real dot dot dot. I'm sorry. I thought about it after the past 5 years, and man, I don't know what I was thinking. I apologize for that." Like that. Someone might come back to you and come back in your life, and what was unfinished will be finished. I'm not saying you're going to be buddy buddies with any of these people. The first scenario, second scenario, and the third scenario. I'm not saying you're going to come get back with those people and be friends with them again. I'm saying it might be just a run into each other, run in with them through colleagues, through friends, through family, through relatives, and there might be a wow, you're not the same person you used to be, and you miss that personality trait of yours, and you kind of bring a little bit back into your life. Or you might hear from somebody you haven't heard from because there were words that were spoken that can't be repaired, and that's fine. If you're good with that, that's fine. I'm totally fine with that. If someone hurts me enough over and over and over and over and over and over and over again in my life, I am going to cut you out because you are toxic, and I don't need toxic people in my life anymore. I've had it. So if that comes back, you might want to hear them out. I'm not saying the best thing from what I'm looking at from the planetary alignment is I don't believe anyone has to say, sure, we can get together and try to get to know one another again. That's on you, all of you. Ergo, I think it would be best, since many other things may have been cut out, that you've taken and redone and revamped to help yourself grow, help yourself matriculate, help yourself get through your college education, your levels, your career, your marriage, your family, your siblings, relationship with your own children. I would just be kind enough to say, I appreciate your apology, and I really entertain the fact that you noticed that happened, and I'll think about it. And I appreciate you coming back to me and saying you're sorry for that, or that you recognize I had this trait and I'm no longer doing that. But maybe, like for me, I can't cut up in my classroom like that, so I couldn't do that. I make jokes online here, but I can't do that, in a classroom environment. So that would be something that you could say, I'll take a look at it, I'll reassess it. Unfinished business, maybe somebody or people made promises to you, or unfinished business, people treated you badly and you kind of ended it off in a really bad way. Hey, there's nothing wrong with them acknowledging that they may have done some things wrong and apologize. And you know what? For most people, you're never going to get an apology because most people will never admit that they're wrong and that they're toxic and that they've been hurting you. And that happens too many, many times. We still have Venus in the mix. Venus is still in Leo all the way up to this Thursday, which is great. We also still have Jupiter in Leo. Jupiter's going to be there till July 2027. This combination opens up a splendid, fantastic chance for opportunities, for romance, for love, for twin flame love, for true soulmate love. Just be out and about. Go out, go have fun, enjoy yourself. Take care of you, do the summer thing, go out to the pool like I did earlier today. Go out, go barbecue, go outside, have a barbecue. Get to know your neighbors, get to know your neighborhood, go out. If it's too hot in the house, I know it is here. It's rather hot, even though we have the air on 68. It's still hot because it's so hot here. It's the humidity. Go out. Maybe you need to go get a movie. Go to IMAX theater where it's, they normally keep it at like 55 and you'll be cool. Go see a movie, go bowling, Some people, we have it here, indoor golf. What do they call that? Putt golf, where they have the cute little things that you do and you go around and they have all these little tricks. You gotta get the ball through it in the hole, you know. That's a great time. Romance is in the air. It's like, even I'm feeling when I go out, I notice that when I'm dressed and going out and I'm noticing people who say things to me like, hi. And I'm like, oh, who are you looking at? Hi, how you doing? So, go out there, smile, get your tan, you know, enjoy life if you can. I know it's Sunday, but there's a lot to be done here. A lot of people, when I say Venus, I'm talking Taurus, I'm talking Leo. I mean, we have, Leo is going to be in the mix until this Thursday with Venus in there. And then, Jupiter, expansion, moving forward, money, good luck, abundance in Leo, passion, heartfelt, going out there, doing their thing, standing their ground, showing their paws, showing their mane, taking charge. This opens up that romantic window for all of us, looking for love, partnered up, making love and having romantic connections, incredibly strong love. This is great. It really is. Even if you're fully committed, it can deepen your romance, having fun, acting childlike again. This is awesome. We have a lot also going on today, July 5th on this Sunday, with the gate of ecliptic, the gate of the ecliptic between Placidus and Hades, the stars. Da, 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 da. One is the heightening today, as some of you may feel it. For those of you that may feel like you're empathic, or you might have some spidey senses, some psychic abilities, this might be very heightened for the next couple of days. You have the gate of the ecliptic between the sacred light and the ancient world, or the ancient wisdom of, the seven sisters, Pleiades, and the ancient stars of Hades. And that's heightening the spiritual intuition, especially for those that are psychic mediums. Boom. For me, I keep feeling I'm seeing things, or seeing people, or hearing that. I've had a lot of angel numbers for the past 3 days. I'm getting 4 or 5 a day, every day, sometimes even more. Yes. And, we also still have the Mars sextile Neptune, which I said earlier. This physical and spiritual intuition between the stars of Pleiades and Hades, this is a good thing. And the Venus still in Leo, and Jupiter in Leo till next year. This is good for love to the end of this week. For Jupiter in Leo, this is good for the whole year till July 2027. Take advantage. It's not going to come to you like, oh, here, you want abundance? Here, I'll give you $1. I'll give you $10. I'll give you $100,000. I'll give you $250,000. Oh, you did really good on that architect project. I'm going to give you, that's a $10 million deal. I'll give you, blah, blah, blah percentage of that. You have to put in the groundwork. If you want to see again, I call it the 7 of Pentacles, and that's what it is. The gentleman that's working in the yard, reaping what you sow. You need to reap what you sow, Jupiter, to bring you that abundance, the luck, the money. I feel like if you're working on it, it's going to come to you. It's going to feel good. It's also going to feel intrinsically good. It will, for sure, make you feel like, oh, I did all this work and it was so worth it. It was so worth it. You work so hard for all of those things. And that's what makes it so great. You know, um, just like when I work with, some of my kiddos, I work as a special ed teacher, and we set goals for them. And when they work, so these kiddos work so hard, the light, and this is, I'm sure, for all of you, the light in their eyes when you've accomplished something so self-fulfilling, so intrinsically fulfilling, it gives you so much pleasure to know that you've earned what you're getting. So work really hard at it. We also have the SIRUS portal come today. Basically, the SIRUS portal is standing up for what you believe and have courage to stand up for what you believe and have compassion for those who might not have as much as most of us do. The SIRUS portal is a deeper alignment about ourselves, our purpose in life. With all this Jupiter mix and the retrograde and everything coming together, it's helping us take a look at a powerful makeshift of it's first of all, Sirius is one of the brightest stars in the galaxy. There's quite a few of them, but it makes a powerful shift, bringing in deeper alignment towards your soul's purpose. What do you feel? What do you think? Are you one of the good guys? Are you one of those everybody deserves a fair chance, is what I want to say? It's about your soul's purpose. What are you meant to do? And we're not there yet, because I have an awful lot coming yet before I even get to the tarot reading. That's why I waited. I was going to come on here yesterday, and I said, it's a holiday. Everybody's going to be doing something. I have 3 pages of research. And the one thing that I want to stipulate is, what is our soul's purpose aligning up to? And we'll know. Because what's happening is, okay, Mars is sextiling Neptune. Neptune's retrograding Aries. We know that. We also have Mercury retrograde Cancer. There's a lot of 4th house Cancer, Aries 1st house. Where's Aries in your chart? Where's Cancer? My Cancer in my chart is in the 3rd house, communication, ironically, because that's Mercury retrograde. Mercury is also the 3rd house. Leo, I have Leo in my 4th house. Leo is how you raise your family, how you do family, how do we handle being married? How do we handle having partnerships, intimate partnerships, paired partnerships, love, romance, and also we also have Venus. Venus is 5th house, relationships, marriage, romance, contracts, business contracts, and finance. Finance meaning how we save our money, how we spend our money, not so much as in the 2nd house, how we obtain finance, how we receive finance from the job we work for, from the people we know, for the people we work for. That's a totally different thing. But what we're going to do here is we have the 7-7 portal coming. Oh, and we also have a trine. We have Mars sextile Neptune, which is that great spiritual, dreamy alignment with going forward fully. Neptune is about your dreams, your ambitions, what you dream about, your intuition, your spirituality, seeing what's unseen, psychic abilities, harmonious energy with the sextile. This is great. They work great together. Mars is moving forward with Neptune. Neptune's retrograde Aries. So that's gonna be like, again, the memories that we've made, the 1, 2, and 3 that we just talked about, how people could come back to your life, to to get touch a base with you, how you can see a version of yourself that you no longer exhibit, that you might want to kind of put back into your life. Maybe you miss being, the Joker. Maybe you stopped cooking all the time or stopped going to the gym, or maybe you used to run and your behavior was you'd get up at 4:30 in the morning and go for a mile or two run and then come home and get ready for work. You're starting to put back your personality, put back into your life, put those personality traits back in your life. And again, with the third house, unfinished business with somebody will be finished, because if that person from number one comes back to you as number three, unfinished business is going to be finished. It's going to be over. It's not going to be, it's up to you, all of you, the collective, whether you want to accept that and say, I accept that. I accept your apology and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for telling me that you're sorry and that you've thought about it. But I'm really happy with the way my life is, and I want to keep things the way they are, because, and you can be honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest. You could just say, we don't jive. We don't get along. I think we've both seen that, things are good the way they are. Let's keep it that way. I appreciate you saying you're sorry. You take care of you, I'll take care of me. And should we run into each other? As long as we treat each other with mutual respect, that's fine. We also have now coming up on Tuesday. Oh, and we also have Pluto trining Mars, the sextile, and Neptune. So again, we have a lot of Pluto in there. Now that spiritual, the gate of the ecliptic balance between Pleiades and HAYDES, that is spiritual intuition heightening and physical strength getting better. That is a lot of, I want to say it's a compilation of 9 and 6 house matters. Yeah. Because, I'm sorry, not 6 and 8th house. Yes, 8th house. I'm thinking of Scorpio, not Sagittarius. So 6th house, yes. 6th house is your physical body, how we stay fit, how we stay strong, how we take care of ourselves, how we take care of our health, how we manage our day-to-day bodies. And 8th house is also spirituality, a lot with religion, philosophy. That also comes into play. The occult. Many of you will be into esotericism, following the lunar cycles. Many of you will be heightening this week. We'll be here pretty soon. We will have the new moon. Many of you will be manifesting on the new moon for the full moon on the 29th at the end of the month in July. But this week we have on Tuesday, July 7, 2026, we have the portal of the 7-7 portal. And the 7-7 portal is all about stepping into the next chapter of your life. We had a lot of that with many of the other planets. We had Uranus going into Gemini. We had a lot of, Chiron transferring out of Pisces just about a month ago. And then now Taurus starting to move into Taurus, Chiron going into Taurus. We have July 7th, the portal 7-7, stepping into your own chapter in life, awakening your intuition and wisdom. For those of you that are meditating, chakra balancing, doing Mother Earth meditation, Gaia, working, balancing out your food, your health, your holistic health. That's where with all this comes into where I talked about the physical strength between Pleiades and HAYDES, that golden elliptic gate of balance, balancing your spirituality with your body. balancing it out. Your body, your physical health. Just like the Libra card of Justice card in the tarot, which is ruled by Libra, where she has the pen balance. Balance, strength of body, strength of spirit, strength of mind. Many of us are going to be awakening. You might be feeling heightened. You might feel like you're walk into your room and you can be very empathic. You might sense other things. The awakening where you're like, I think I know what's going to happen as soon as I walk in this room. And boom, it happens. And you're like, see, I told you so. I knew this was going to happen. But, that there's nothing wrong with that. It happens to everybody in the world has a sixth sense. It's just that many of us don't know how to quiet our mind, keep the mind really quiet so that you can focus on that sixth sense ability. Focus on processing what's going on. If your mind and your body and your spiritual practices are too busy and you're always on the run, like Mars, ruler of Aries, and we have Neptune retrograde in Aries right now. We have Mercury retrograde in Cancer. We have a lot going on. With July 7th, the 7-7 portal is going to make us change into the next chapter of our life. Who we are now. And I've already thought about this, and I said, no, I'm going to wait. There are so many things that I want to do to change. And on July 7th, to top that all off with the 7-7 portal, we're going to have the moon meeting Saturn. Oh, yay! New chapter of life, Saturn in the mix. Saturn's the police officer of the planetary system. Yes, Saturn rules Capricorn. Rules. Doing your job, doing it right, being on time. Worth ethics, daily discipline, discipline with self, discipline with work, having foundation, being strong. That 7-7 portal is going to have that, along with the awakening of the Earth. And so it's not, my mouse just fell down. I'll get it here in a second. I was like, what is that? I might have pushed it off here with my elbow. But with that new path, if you step into your truth and you're doing all the right things that Saturn wants you to do, sorry, I'm going to pick this up. Hope it's not broken. With that, you want to make sure that you are balanced. Because if you are not balanced, what is going to happen? Things are, like I said, you're going to have to work for that Jupiter and Leo transit, right? We're going to have to reap what we sow. So the new path, the new chapter in our lives isn't going to be handed over to us. Here you go. I'll give you a new start. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Have you learned your lesson? Have you grown up from all the mistakes you've made? Have you turned the next page in your book? Have you turned the chapter? Do you know who to stay away from? Do you know who not to be involved with? Do you know who's the toxic people in your life? Do you know who are the good people in your life? Is your career balanced? Are your finances balanced? Is your home balanced? Those kinds of things with the 7-7 portal, stepping into your next chapter of life, releasing what obviously no longer serves you, which I've been saying for months now, because here we go. Start your engines, everybody, because this portal is that's it. That's it. Many people that we know now are not going to be the same as they were before. And many of us already started that. And it's not because it's just, I'm going to say the thing I shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it. It's the number 2. When I went back and I talked about Mercury retrograde Cancer, and we went through number 1 and we went through number 2, and I talked about with the number 2 because there were three details, 3 weeks, and I told you that different things may happen to all of you or only happen to some of you. The second week is where something might come back into your life and you have the choice to either make that part of your life still or to let it go, to continue to let it go, because it does nothing for you. It hasn't for 10 years. It hasn't for 20 years. It's not working. The people in your life are not working. No, you're not getting respect. People are doing whatever they want to do. You know, you have your stuff situated now. You're organized now. Do I let these people back? I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I would say it's time to go. It's time to go. You are going to release what no longer serves you. And when you make that release, bye. Don't want it anymore. I'm not going to tell. I don't want to hear. I don't even want to hear your freaking mouth. I don't want to know it. I don't want your problems anymore. I don't want the drama anymore. I don't want your narcissistic, bad-mouthing, blunt, loud-mouth comments in my business anymore. I don't want you ruining my career. I don't want you trying to manipulate my friends, my family, the loved ones, my kids, neighbors, whatever, I can go on and on and on. When you let all that go, push it to the side, you're going to push it to the side, all of these new opportunities are going to step in. Tons of them, with heart and mind wide open. Opportunities are going to open up because you got to change your mind frame, get rid of it, let go what no longer serves you to bring in the new, what's going to bring you that Jupiter abundance. That's, the Jupiter in Leo abundance. That's what you want. Okay. Reflect, set new intentions, make your intentions match yours with what is going on in your life now. Okay? Write it down, set your intentions, write down what you want, put your name, your date of birth, sun sign, your rising sign. Make sure you look for your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign. All of the planets that we talked about today are going to affect those houses in the 12 houses in your chart. If you need a reading with me, you need to come see me or sit down with me. Send me an email, danuscelticworlds@gmail.com. Okay. Also, we have those opportunities coming in. The energy will be extremely strong because Mars is here in the mixed sextile. Neptune, Mars is here, and Aries is here. Retrograde, Neptune's retrograde Aries. Mars rules Aries. Mercury's third house. Mercury moves fast. These planets are fast moving. Energy is going to have ripple effects. So all these things that we talked about today are going to have ripple effects. So if they're not taken care of, and you just pick it up and go, and you throw it away, and you blow it off, and you don't do anything about it, the ripple effects will keep coming back to you. It's like they say a person who's insane. What do they keep doing? They keep doing the same behaviors over and over and over and over, ripple effects over again, because they haven't learned their lesson the first 100 times. And that's what I'm talking about. Need to let it go for the new stuff, for the good stuff, for the money, for the abundance, for your hard work, for your good personality, for you putting in 150% of what you've been trying to work for all the time, whether you're in school, college, career-wise, in your marriage, with your children, in your life, saving for that house, making sure we save our pennies and things of that sort. It's going to get better. Okay. And also, this Venus in this Venus in Leo till the end of this week, and I mean the end of this week. I'm going to go here, the end until the 10th, till really Thursday night. But it's still going to have that shadow period because the planets are always transiting, but it takes a while. They're not race cars; they're going to go really fast. If you happen to meet someone that's really into you, and this is a week of really good relationship building for romance, for partnerships, for marriages, for careers, for making friends, for meeting the man you want to meet, the woman you want to go on a date with, this is the time. This is the real thing. This is the real thing. There's no. So if they ask you and you're like, they're gonna think you're full of crap and you're playing games with them and they're gonna move on, because many people right now aren't doing that anymore. It's either a yes or a no. Are you ready for me? Are you ready for a real relationship? Are you ready to put your whole heart into it? Are you ready to be partnered? Are you ready to have that true love, that true companionship? And I realize nothing is perfect. There's no such thing. There's always things that need to be worked out based on your personalities. But these things could be worked out. If you run into someone that's really into you, and they go out of their way to call you, to meet you, to come meet you, to come see you, to have lunch with you, to come have a date with you, I would take that seriously. I wouldn't blow that off for sure. Hey, all right. Let me do my 3 cards here. I've been getting good readings all week, so I'm in, and I'm. It's in my belief. It's that Venus, that planet just brings such good love and happiness to so many people. I love it. I just love the feeling, love the combination. One more time. All right. 3 times the charm. And there we go. Make sure they're really good. Okay. Knight of Cups. Lovely. I'm using the Rendevorous deck for today. I know I changed my decks around, but we still got a lot of Venus in the mix here, so I'm going to use that deck. Knight of Cups. Okay. The Knight of Cups is a beautiful card. A beautiful card. You cannot go wrong with the Knight of Cups. This man comes in. He's all about the love. He's all about, giving the love. He comes in with a lot of passion. He's this knight is one of the knights that will do anything to be loyal, to be of service. He or she, and I don't want to say, I don't like to put gender on my cards because we all find love in different ways, but this fun-loving, romantic, coming in with idealistic, romantic. I mean, this is totally coming into play with what I was saying in the astrology. This is the air aspect of water. The air aspect of water would include, per se, like for me, I am a sun sign Pisces, and my rising sign is Gemini. I'm an air sign / water. This is an air water. This is fun, romantic, idealistic, fun loving. Let's have fun. Let's go out. Let's go get ice cream. You want to go for a hike? You want to go mountain biking? Hey, how about we get some stuff and I'll invite friends and you can invite friends and we could barbecue outside. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one date. It could be let's meet with friends first. Let's have fun. This night is fun, loving, outgoing, protective, loyal, idealistically, there for you, loves romance. This gentleman is really, really, really. Now, if you have a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is a great opportunity for you because we've got the aspect of water. This guy is so fun loving. This person is going to go out of their way to be with you, for sure. With Venus in the mix, absolutely. And Cups, if you know somebody that's a male or female, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer ruled by the moon, Scorpio ruled by Pluto and Mars, which we have in the astrology this week. And with that said, I'm feeling Scorpio coming into play. Scorpios are fun. They like to have adventure. They are. My dad was a Scorpio. A November baby. Pisces, like me, Pisces, lots of fun, energetic, intuitive, sensitive, empathic, caring, healing, lots of love for nature, animals. This is great. You can have a lot of fun with these people. I'm feeling this a lot with many of you, especially with this dreamy July. It's like almost like this card makes me feel like I want to go out to get ice cream and just sit down and have fun and laugh and giggle. It's like that fun card. It's really fun. Let's go out. Let's get the convertible, go get some ice cream or something cute like that. And here, okay, we have the Knight of Swords, but we have it in reverse. Okay. However, this card can come up in two ways. Now, when this comes up in the upright, it means a totally different thing, obviously. But this is feeling underdeserving. Why? Do you feel like you're underdeserving of this love? Feeling underdeserving, self-critical, being critical of yourself all the time. Don't listen to the naysayers. Get rid of the toxicity. Because you have a Nine of Cups coming in, masculine or feminine archetype. It doesn't have to be male or female. It can be one or the other. But this Nine is coming in beautiful. Wants to have fun with you, have a good time with you. But you're feeling self-critical, maybe undeserving, not sure. And the funny part is, this is a Jupiter in Gemini card. This is definitely under the sign of air. With Jupiter and Gemini, don't be self-critical. Get out of your head, because Gemini is all in your head. You don't want to be in your head. You don't want to be in your head with this card. Don't be self-critical. Do not worry about what other people say. Okay? This Knight wants to come in and take you out and get to know you. You could already be friends with him. It could just be a friendship. You could go have fun with your friends. Most of the time, people fall in love with their best friends. That's what you're supposed to do. Spend the rest of your life with your best friends. Hello? Stop being overly critical, over demanding, looking at yourself. I need to do this with myself. I need to do that with myself. How about having this person or these people, your friends, love you for who you are, the way you are? I forget what the name of that song is, but I like that song. I forgot his name. He sings that song. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, that's this guy right here. The whole world stops and stares for a while, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. That's how these people are. This person's looking at you and you're being overly critical on yourself. Love yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. Stop being overly critical, overly demanding on yourself. Don't listen to the naysayers and the narcissistic, jealous idiots that just say things to say things because they just got to get involved in your goddamn business. Don't let it happen. This is your life. Fall in love. Have a great career. Love yourself. Love yourself just the way you are. Okay? I'm feeling that there's a lot of people here looking for love or already partnered. The King of Wands is in the mix next. And we've already gone through this card, I believe, about 2 weeks ago. The King of Wands is a beautiful card. This is a really good card. Oh, I mean, this is like, whoa. Okay. The King of Wands is bold. He's a leader. He's taking good steps. He's taking bold steps. He's got inspiration. He's not afraid to move forward. This is fire and fire aspect. I'm wondering if this Knight of Cups, that first card we pulled out, is a Pisces sun and a fire sign rising, possibly. I need everybody here to get out of their head with the second card that I pulled, which is the Knight of Swords in reverse, because, I'm sorry, the Eight of Swords, which is not being hard on yourself, being over judgmental. Because this king, he's bold, he's got inspiration, he's, not afraid to go up to you. He is not going to be afraid to approach you. Okay? This King of Wands, I'm feeling this is one and the same person. They could be fun-loving, happy-go-lucky, romantic, idealistic, want to go out, playful, childlike, wants to go have that ice cream. And at the same time, when they're in their career, they're the leader. They've got their act together. They know what they want. They're safe. They've got their money saved. They've got their act together. Now the person in the middle, okay, sorry, the Eight of Swords in reverse is indecisive, judging herself or himself, being overly critical about yourself. You see how he's helping her, but it's upside down. So what I'm trying to say here is you have somebody that's there for many, many men. When I mean many, I mean a lot of you are going to be finding love this month. Don't worry about don't be overcritical about yourself. And I can't sing, so I just sang a song for all of you. Okay. I love that song. He loves her just the way she is. Her hair, her smile. It's a lovely song. I always like that song, even now when if they play it on the radio. The King of Wands has got his act together. That's this gentleman right here. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups here. They're both one and the same. I'm feeling that it could be a sun or a rising sign for the Knight of Cups, though, is Scorpio. I'm seeing that this week for the Scorpios. It could be Pisces or Cancer as well. Fun-loving, jokering, adventure, getting that ice cream, sitting down that convertible, going for a bike ride, having fun. Go sit in the park, have somebody draw your caricature together. I've had somebody do that, and they did a cartoon of me. It was really nice. Don't worry about it. Don't be over worried about what's going on with yourself or overcritical. This man is good. He knows what he's doing. He's a leader. He's business oriented. He has a good job. He takes care of himself. He takes care of his family. I'm getting from these cards that they take care of their parents. I'm getting that vibe where they take good care of their family. They're like good with their grandparents, good with their parents. They take care of they help their siblings. If you know anybody like that, that's a keeper for sure. There aren't many people like that anymore. I'm going to pull another card for each of you to see why this Eight of Swords is in the mix here. Page of Wands. Okay. Page of Wands is bringing a message to you. Page of Wands. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. In reverse. We have the Page of Wands. There we go. Just to make sure you can see the card. You have the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, the Page of Wands is curiosity, creativity, originality. Okay. Earth aspect of fire, because Wands is fire signs. Again, you have two fire. You have the King of Wands and you have the Page of Wands. Someone is standing there. They're looking, the creative, they're looking forward to their future. They're looking forward to the future and they're looking at you. So you need to stop right now. I'm going to say right now, what all of you need to do is this card I pulled to clarify this card, which is the Eight of Swords. And Swords is all about being in your mind, overly judgmental, being too much in your head. Get out of your head. Don't worry about it. There's going to be a beautiful man, a beautiful woman, whomever each of you are, that are going to love you just the way you are. I've got that feeling. This Knight of Cups, fun-loving, outgoing, romantic. He or she will be there for you. They have a good job. They like to take care of their family. They're a leader. They are a role model. They're there for their family. They're there for their grandparents. They're the ones that as soon as they pick up the phone, if you say I need you, they're there. Johnny on the spot to help out. They're a very good man or woman. They're very loyal. Very loyal. Okay. The King of Wands is fire and fire. And here we have the Page of Wands, which is earth and fire. He's bringing a message here. Okay. And you need to stop being so judgmental on yourself for sure. Okay. For sure. Because when this comes out, this is also indecision, worrying too much. And it's got that here too. Some of you are worrying too much, indecision, worrying too much. This is coming out again, worrying too much, indecision, not sure. Jump in with 2 feet. Heck, I'm going to be honest with you. This week with Venus still in Leo until the end of the week, and like I said, don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't mess this up, because this is a romance is in the mix for many, almost all the signs. Not all of them, but many of the signs of the zodiac have romance in their chart for this week. You run into somebody and you've got that chemistry going and you get along great, you laugh, you giggle, you can look at each other eye to eye, you can communicate well, they take care of themselves, they do all the right things. Don't take a chance. There's nothing wrong with getting a new friend. It doesn't have to turn out to be romantic, but I'm telling you, for many of you, it's going to be romance here. I want to clarify this one card with the King of Wands. The Knight of Cups isn't obvious. That's a great date. As far as I'm concerned, that's a really great date as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna clarify that with my um, Witch's Tarot deck real quick. Okay, I'm gonna clarify that. I wanna see where that's gonna go for the Knight of Wands. Yes, and yeah. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. OMG. Two cards came out. Okay. Two cards were stuck together. Take it. They came out. Okay. You've got, for this clarifier, for the Knight of Wands, you've got the Three of Wands, which is in reverse. And then you have the Lovers upright. And the three, let's do the three. I'm going to talk to you about the Three of Wands first, because this is no biggie. This is, basically indecision. You didn't know where you're going to go. Where do you feel it is the best for your decision to go? You're not sure what direction you want to take. That's basically it with this card. It's unsure. You're unsure what direction you want to take. Maybe unsure what direction they want to take. However, the end result is the Two of Cups, marriage, happiness, home, a twin flying love. I mean, this is like boom, boom. You've got the Two of Cups, unity, connection, partnership, trust, Venus in Cancer. Hello, hello. What did I just read today for the astrology? This is Venus in Cancer. Venus in Cancer. We have Venus in Leo. We have Jupiter in Leo. You have water signs all over in this reading. Okay. This is great. The Two of Cups. Unity, connection, marriage. Hello. Cooperation, directionality, permanent partnerships, longevity. This came out first, but this is just telling me that the Knight of Wands, because all this is here they're looking at what direction they're going to go, but this is I'm kind of not sure what direction I want to go with this. So I want to say that it's your opportunity to make sure that this Knight of Cups, they're into you. It could be male, female, and I'm feeling some of you are not sure. Don't judge yourself. You're judging too much of yourself. Stop looking at yourself. Don't worry about it. You're amazing just the way you are. You want to marry your best friend. You want somebody that's going to love you for who you are anyway. You want somebody judging you your whole life. That's narcissistic. I don't go for that. Judging people every day for who you want them to be instead of who they are, that's not love. That's control. And control is not love. Okay. All right. Our guidance for our life cards for today. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we're clarifying life situations. It's like, all right. Let's see what we got here. This is the first time I'm seeing this card, so this is a new one for me. First time this has come out, but it is applicable. Metamorphosis, mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and the future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. Okay? Butterflies go through transformation. Let's see what the other one says. Transform and rise. Your journey, Your journey, if the card's too light, I'm sorry. Your journey is a transformation that unlocks vast potential, guiding your evolution to new heights. That's beautiful. That's very beautiful. I'm going to leave this card, I'm going to leave the cards out, just as I always do. So you can take your notes and see where they're lying. Angel numbers for today. Let's see what we got. I've been getting angel numbers 4, 5, 6 times a day. I write them down in a journal along with my notes, which is always a blessing. Yes. I hope everybody's having a good day, taking some time. Hope everybody had a safe July. Okay, I guess this is it. Act on your idea. Act on your idea. 0202. Act on your idea. Act on your idea. Realistic and practical approach. Goals. Divine timing. Ambition. Cooperation. Discipline. Perfect. You have the benefit of good fortune. And if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything in this place. You can reach new heights. You can act on your potential when you see this pattern, says what your plans will grow. You're about to experience spectacular ascent. I told you, if you let go of things that no longer served you, you will be ascending. You will be getting new opportunities. It will be bringing in these great opportunities for you and your family, whomever that may be. 0220 0220. Act on your idea. Realistic and practical approach goals. Divine timing, ambition, discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use it, your wise judgment. You could do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential. When you see this pattern, since your plant will grow, you're about to experience spectacular ascent. All right. Wow. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I'm going to leave these out for all of you so that you can see and read them. Take your notes. Cufflinks off here for each of you. Move that over a little bit. Yes. You can take your notes. Remember, this person here is really into you. He or she. Really, really into you. And will be able to really have fun with you, grow with you, become best friends with you, doing great, lovely things with you, building relationship with you. I hope this was wonderful for each of you. Again, my name is Kate with Danus Celtic Worlds at gmail.com. Again, Danus Celtic Worlds at gmail.com. You can reach me on Facebook through my name, my tag name, Danu Kelly, at Danus Celtic World on Facebook, on YouTube, Danus Celtic World. Like, and hit the red button. I'm even wearing a red shirt today to represent my red button. Press the red button. Subscribe. Please leave me comments, questions. I'd love to get back to all of you. I love to communicate with all of you, talk to you, get to know you better. If you want a reading, if you need an astrology chart, please book a reading or astrology chart with me through Danus Celtic Worlds, an S, Danus Celtic Worlds at gmail.com, on YouTube and Instagram, Danus Celtic World, Danus Celtic World, also on Facebook under Danu Kelly. You can email me, text me, or leave me a message, my email. That would be lovely. Please feel free to contact me. There's more to this. I would love to be able to pull your astrology chart and do a Celtic reading for you. We can sit down and talk about your whole houses in your astrology chart, your rising sign, your moon sign, your sun sign, south node, north node, and your fifth house, and any of the other houses, depending on what questions you may have for me. You can also reach me at HYPSEE.com, HYPSEE.com/Danus Celtic World, and find me there, where I also work as a psychic medium with other clients. Please feel free to contact me through there as well. I look forward to seeing you, and I can't wait to hear from you. It was a pleasure having you today. Happy Sunday. Be safe, love one another, and be true to yourself. Have a great day. I will see you this week. Thank you, and bye-bye. Blessed be. Ciao.